Well, thank you very much for joining us. These days we hear about the economy and talking about getting jobs and so forth. There are people who are working toward that end. Jennifer Matz is here right now. She is director of the San Francisco Office of Economic Workforce Development. It's a nice title. Is anything happening?
A lot is happening.
Good.
It's actually been an exciting time, despite the fact that we have current unemployment at about 8.8%. It is the third lowest in the state of California. Third lowest county, but we are seeing unemployment at a rate that's higher than we've had since August 2008. We have been we're coming out of the trough though, and I think in part because of the leadership of Ed Lee over the last year, we've had some real luck attracting tech companies and retaining tech companies here in San Francisco.
Okay, and they are going to be, I've read in the paper, different places are being located, but somewhere along the waterfront and other places, or? Yeah,
we actually have had a lot of luck recruiting them to the Central Market area.
Yeah.
One of the challenges that Ed Lee, when he was first elected or first appointed interim mayor, one of the first challenges that he had was really trying to retain Twitter that was at that point thinking about leaving the city.
Right.
And he passed a payroll tax exclusion which allowed them to sign a lease on Central Market Street, and which has already attracted a handful of other companies to co-locate near them.
Yeah, something we were saying before we started taping this is that Ed Lee's had the background and knows the economy of the city, and 30 years working in the city. He's got a handle for that, I'm sure. Came in with certain ideas, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think he's something of a visionary technocrat, having been a department head, having seen big infrastructure projects move forward. I think he understands how the city works, but I think he also sees how we can achieve more. And it's been really terrific seeing him put the pieces together on Central Market. I mean, Central Market has been a vexing situation for many mayors.
It has been getting worse for many years.
It has been. But I think the combination of working on the streetscape improvements, working on transportation improvements, and then really trying to attract business and lease up those spaces could have a transformative effect this time.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that because, as I said, I grew up in the city, and going downtown and driving or taking a streetcar to the Emporium, for example, which is right in the center of all that, was sort of the hub of shopping in San Francisco if you wanted to go downtown.
Absolutely.
You know, and that just sort of faded away as outlying areas started building shopping centers and so forth.
Yep.
But
and
it should be the same way now. People would prefer to be right in the
city. And it's our Central Boulevard. It connects our, now iconic ferry building with our downtown core, then up into sort of neighborhood serving commercial north of Van Ness. But it's incredibly important that those pockets in the middle become vibrant. And with the mayor's leadership, we're really trying to create an arts and technology district there, because there really is a thriving arts community with arts galleries and exhibition space and performance space, and we're really trying to marry those two. Yeah. And there's been a lot of support. We're going to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Attracting.
There's actual dirt being turned on the corner of 10th and Market right now.
Real dirt?
Real dirt, but 700-unit apartment building going in.
Oh, yes. I read something about that.
So the actual entitlements that have been obtained by developers in the last few years, but unfortunately because of the turmoil in the financial markets, they weren't able to actually start building. Now we're actually seeing some activity. Yeah. So if we're able to get the City Place Shopping Center between 5th and 6th going, anchoring the challenges of mid-market on one side, and then some of the residential towards 9th and 10th, I think we really have an opportunity.
And, Jennifer,
yes.
In your opinion, and you're in the inside here now, we're just about out of time.
Yep.
Are we really on an upswing?
I think we are absolutely on an upswing. I think business is what is different from the last tech boom. What we see now is companies are not just starting here, they're growing here. They're keeping the full breadth of their jobs here, and they're seeing San Francisco once again as a headquarters city. Okay,
fair enough. Good seeing you, Jennifer.
Thank you very much.
Come back and keep us up to date on what's going on.
I will. Thank you very much.
Right. And tell congratulations to our mayor.
I absolutely will.
Jennifer Matz has been our guest, and she's director of the San Francisco Office of Economic and Workforce Development. Thank you very much for joining us.